All right. So I'm still slightly staying bullish on the market today, just because we had some divergence yesterday on the 4 hour between the two. And now today, you can still see we haven't broken out of this wick over here to the left on the daily. So until we close on the daily down here, I'm not considering us to be completely bearish yet. This is just now, but that doesn't mean that I'm saying we're bullish also. Like, I think we're going to be in this range until we break the top of this 1 hour here. Um, right now I have a lower low, lower high. Let me go to here to compare the two. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Technically, we need a lower low here, but we're starting to shift on the 1 hour. And this is what we're usually looking for with this divergence here. So I kind of want to wait to see possibly what we do down here. But I don't trust any kind of shorts as of yet because, I mean, you can see we bounced off of that. So I don't trust shorts yet. I also just don't trust the call yet. So honestly, I'm playing the extremes. This is what I just said in my pre-market analysis to the group. Right now, this right here is the main reason why. Go ahead and make this a little smaller so we can see it without the words and all the dots. But we got this lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we closed under this one here. So we closed under this one, but we didn't here. This is on the 1 hour. This is that divergence. We actually set a higher low here, created the lower high, and a lot of the times, what we see is on the smaller time frame, we play this on the 5 minute. We do the lower low, we come up, do the lower high, we sweep this one here looking for divergence, and then we shoot up to break that lower high. We test it, and that's where we go for the break. So here, because we already have the higher low, this is what makes this an A plus for breaking this lower high here. If we sweep this lower high and we fail it, to me, that's the liquidity grab, and we're going down to go and break this. So this area is going to tell us a lot. So we're going to see how it plays out. We don't have a technical 1 hour in one yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need this to close in 18 minutes. So at 10 o'clock, we'll see. And let's confirm about the news. So I think I saw we had news at 8:15, 8:30. Yep, and then 8:45. So all of that was news. Came in red, some red folder stuff, some PPI, all that stuff came in a little bit up under. And we had unemployment claims. So I personally would not say yet that we are bearish. I just feel like we're about to be in this range, and I don't know in this meantime. So right now I'm watching this 1 hour, and you can see it on the 30 minute here. The lower high there. So that's what I'm watching for. I'm just gonna, I mean, either it's gonna do a little turnaround somewhere, and I usually would see it right here. So let me see. You can see that we got this 15 minute higher low right here that we're kind of playing with. And same thing here. Like, watch, if this does not close below this and starts to wick back up, I'm looking at that as that divergence, that flip that it wants to do. So we'll see what it does here. I don't know if I'll get in here to ride it up. That feels kind of early. So we'll see. I might give it a chance and let it come up to this lower high. Just because, like I said, I don't trust any of these things. I don't know yet. And that's why I have it labeled here to use this as data. So we'll see how it feels, especially if with the risk to reward. I mean, look how this one's kind of flipping back. So we'll see exactly how we play it out. But until then, especially if this closes below, I would have wanted to see this one tapping it here, so like, I don't know. This one didn't touch it here. Is this A plus? I don't know. And me saying that is kind of, and I can't even say, the reason why I say that is because it doesn't always come down and touch it on both sides. So, I mean, look how E and Q wants to pump up right now. ES is a little bit on the slower side of it. So if I were to take a long from here, have to be probably back up into this. Does that give me the full, you know? hmm. But like, look at all that volume right there. To me, this looks like a good spot to try to take it from. You know, depending on how this candle closes, and then my wick goes, my stop loss goes to the bottom of this. Sometimes I feel like this is too early, but it's doing the play. We saw where we wanted it to come back and pull from here. It's not getting back above it yet. That's cool. We don't have to necessarily. So it's just I wanted to close above this. So she's showing like she wants some buyers to come in here. So to me, this looks like we're playing that dance. And that's kind of what we want to see. So I'm using this as data. Oh no, I hit that way too soon. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that now. Yeah. And if I stretch that, that's going to be too far. Might have to take the L on that one. Hit that kind of quick. But why is my not up there with the 3R? I feel like it's not putting in my orders in the right area. We'll see. Yeah, we shouldn't be trying to react like that. I did have my finger on there, was kind of ready, so it kind of got a little excited there and pulled that trigger. I'm not gonna lie, but I can tap that out. We get that out of us. It's just a little, we ain't looking for no perfection. Whoa, NQ is running. Let's see if she wants to follow through though. We'll go to this. She did regain that 4 hour. So we're gonna go to this 1 hour here, and we're just gonna be watching her. 2R. And 20. So did we hit 1.5R? Because we kind of look like we did 1775. High. 1775, we hit that, yeah. So technically we need to go to break even right now. Especially with where our risk is. Come on, move mouse. Yeah, we need to come out to break even. This might go without us or come back and tap us out. But especially with that entry that we got there, if we would have got that down there, we would probably be way higher. But it's not even about the taking the profit. It's we did enter kind of on that push up. Once we got that candle closed there and then with the flip, we could have got our entry. We would have had better risk reward down here. Just would have been better overall. So this might come back to try to pull us back on that. So tap us out. That's the word I was looking for. So, but it is what it is. 5, 10, 15. Let me put my orb here. And then we'll get back in if that's the case. So we might, honestly, if she's really strong, she's going to club us above orb right here for us. If she's really strong. That's just the way that is. So if she wants that. Let me see which one's higher. 83, 83.50. That's still low. Yeah, if she wants to really be strong, she'll close above this orb, retest this orb, might tap us out. If so, then we're coming back up here at this 1 hour lower high. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at break even though she might want to come back and tag us out. Especially, with NQ pushing above its orb here, she might want to come back and tap that. But we shouldn't have, we shouldn't have had that quick entry like that. So that might be where we lose it at, and we have no structure. So it is what it is. I rather take that L that way than to just give it space to give it space. You know what I mean? For no reason. Just out of hopefulness, I should say. So maybe she come back down and tag us in again somewhere else, but we'll see. Well, maybe she wanted to give it to us. We'll take it. That's how you know we don't control the market, boy. All we do is show up, follow our rules. This mouse does not want to move how I want it to move. This is where I gotta decide if I'm gonna come in. Um, because technically NQ is making it at this area that I thought we were gonna have resistance at that we should be testing. So we'll see. Um, we did test the orb. I think I'm gonna come in. I think I'm gonna come into the 1R because I'm thinking here that structure wise is what I'm looking at. I want to give her a little bit of space, but technically I don't want her to come all the way back down to the bottom of this candle. Um, and like I said, because I think we're gonna have this little bit of resistance, so we'll see. She's pumping though. She got some good. She might give it to us right here, based off the back of this candle. If we close up here and not quite tap it, I might just close it out. GG's. I think we're done for today. June 27th. We got some pretty strong buying now. That's crazy. Because I'm contemplating if I want to try and still take it up here. But we're gonna let it breathe for now. Yeah, that trade right there was just a good example of we're following the rules and following that system, and how me moving up to break even like that is it hit 1.5 from where we were. That's a lot to come back from, like a lot to pull down under, you know what I'm saying? So to just give that up just out of hopes and dreams, that's what we were doing a lot of before, and that's what we're stopping now. That's what we're not doing anymore. So beautiful execution on that. I think that was, I mean, can't really beat that. Can't get mad at that at all. So we'll watch this 1 hour here. We're gonna see. Never came back to touch the orb. She did on the 3 minute, but that's not the full retest we like. We need that at 5 minute, but she might hit this and want to come back. If she 5 minute candle closes above this, comes back down to here, and then comes back up to regain this, that right there will be worth taking. So I think I'm gonna give it some space. If we do take anything, it's gonna be on one contract. So let's make sure we're out of that. Beautiful. It's been a minute since we've been this high. We're not gonna let this number affect us. It's just it's another number. This is just showing evidence that our system of um, drawdown and our system of holding to a full TP, or taking the 2 hour loss and being done for the day, is working. So beautiful job. Super proud of us for doing that. I'm gonna pause it here. We might come back and take something. We might just leave it. Take for the day. Um, got some good sleep last night. This might be a good time. We got stuff outside we need to go do. So with a run like that, I mean, that might have been the play. So we'll see. All right. We took another little small play here. Came back to find the market had broken back down below here. We still do have this 30-minute candle is trying to close. Don't know which way it's going to close, how it's going to close. It does look like some indecision, maybe even a liquidity sweep. We took it because we regained, and it looks like we're trying to push. We regained the top of orb. Might get stopped out here. Could have been more patient. But we got that 5-minute candle close back above. We'll see. See how it pans out. There's no such thing as perfection, but either way, we're gonna be done after this one because that's just been how we're playing it. So get out of the one. We're gonna mark it up here. But that was the main reason why. It's just because I think we're bullish. We swept this up here on. Oof. Yeah, but we swept this up here on on NQ. Closed above it. Yeah, it got us on that one. It's all good, but we closed above it. Ooh, escape. What did I just hit? There we go. Yeah, so we swept up here. Still could happen. But in all honesty, we should have we saw that candle right there on that 30-minute was starting to, we saw all of this right here. So let's go to the 30-minute on this as well. But that was the one extra that we do. Like, I'm not gonna sit here, and especially with all of this, I should have waited. Not in a way of like woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like, I know I did something wrong, but I did see this wick candle back down here, but it started to move with a lot of volume, a lot of action to back to the upside, and looked like it wanted to hold. But the fact that that's there is indecision. The fact that it's in the middle like that, should have just waited at the very least for that 30-minute candle to close, and it could have just told us more. So if it would have closed back up here, that's a different story, and we could have taken that play up here. So that would have been more of a sure thing, waiting for it right there. But instead, now it's dropping, looking like we could go down to the downside. So I would have been a little bit more apt to take those shorts down there now. So definitely would have been more patience. Um, so give up the $50 of it. I'm not. Yeah, we're not gonna go. We're not gonna do any more for sure. As a matter of fact, we're gonna lock out for the day. Um, let's do this journal real quick. Per trade controls. Okay. I don't know what that is. So we don't trade that one. So we're gonna go to 11 p.m. No. Why is it not up? That's interesting. Oh, there's no numbers in there. So 11 p.m. So we're not gonna take any trades till then. So we got 12 hours. Yeah, locked out. hmm And now let's watch while we're recording. Let's look at this 30-minute candle. Like, that's the indecision right there. Yeah, we would have been taking some shorts either from here. Actually, wouldn't have been a bad place to take it from, but so we'll just finish our journal here. A little quick with that one. Even though it is still one contract and it's a lot smaller, we gotta find a way to take it more serious. Because it's good practice into our taking trades in areas we know to take trades in. So if anything, we could have waited to the bottom of orb down here, or this right here would have been a little bit more of an aggressive area to take it in. But especially with that, to me, with that 30-minute candle there, I mean, that looked like we were failing that. We rejected that, took some sweeps at that liquidity on NQ. That's what that looked like to me. Took that sweep, boom, came back like that. That looks like some strong weakness. Strong enough to take that right there. So I wish I would have been a little bit more patient, but that's what we learn from. So that's why we got these videos here. That's why we're doing all this. So other than that, great trading day, man. We followed the rule here. We were patient. Maybe it will zoom back up right here. And this would have been the first area, and we could have just waited to down here, and this could be wrong still. I would have preferred to take this trade a little bit more than the one we just took, just because I knew we were on that last 5 minute leg of that. With, but I guess if you really think about it, that's still not end all be all of a guarantee. They still could flip, but what it's telling us here is this is a lot of indecision. So if we would have faded it to the extremes, we could have caught a 5 minute candle close up here. That would have been a lot better, a lot more of a closer to a short thing. Same thing with being down here. We would have skipped all of that. So, other than that, good day today still. GG's.